But if you sit still, it does nothing. Human! This is your final and most dangerous challenge! Behold, the gauntlet of deadly terror! When I say the word, it would fully activate. Hands will fire, spikes will swing, blades will slice. Each part will swing violently up and down. Only the tiniest chance of victory will remain. Are you ready? Because I am about to do it!
Whoa, what's the hold up?
Hold up? What hold up? I'm about to activate it now.
That doesn't look very activated.
Well, this challenge, it seems maybe too easy to defeat the human with. Yeah, we can't use this one. I am a skeleton with standards. My puzzles are all very fair, and my traps are expertly cooked. But this method is too direct. No class at all. Away it goes. Phew! What are you looking at? This was another decisive victory for Papyrus. Yeah. Ha. Eh?
I don't know what my brother's going to do now. If I were you, make sure I understand blue attacks.
Welcome to Corneria. The sight of such a friendly town fills you with determination. Hello, traveler. How can I help you? Manly bandana. Cinnabon, Cinnabon, Cinnabon. These are probably the best healing item in the game, if you're doing a pacifist run. So, I always like this. Trying to sell people's shops. Huh? Sell something? Does it look like a pawn shop? I don't know how it works where you come from, but if I started spending money on old branches and used bandages, I'd be out of business in a jiffy. There is talk where you can get some backstory on the town and whatnot, but Snowdin's history isn't actually all that important to the central plot. So my piece can go in. Put the bandana on. Faded ribbon. Alright. I do like this though. Do I still have ADG? Welcome to Snowed Inn, Snowdin's premier hotel. One night is ADG. Here's your room key. Make sure to bundle up. So this is the only inn in the game, and what it does is it actually overfills your HP. Like it'll give you an extra 10 HP on top of your max. I've never actually heard this snore song before. Huh. Hiya! You look like you had a great sleep. Which is incredible, because you were only up there for about 2 minutes. Here's your money back. You can pay me if you're going to stay overnight. I love that. Nothing. He tells you that the reason why they decorate the tree is because Gift Trot gets decorated and became a tradition because of that.
This town doesn't have a mayor, but if there's ever a problem, the skeleton will tell a fish lady about it. That's politics!
So, all the bosses we've run into so far, save Toriel, are actually here in Grillby's getting something to eat. It's playing poker against itself. It appears to be losing.
Thinking of getting a spiked collar to show off my personality. Makes a statement like, attach a leash to me and take me for a walk, please.
We're sentries, but we never get any respect. I wish those skeletons would throw us a bone. We love bones. Everyone here is always laughing and cracking jokes, trying to forget our modern crisis. Dreariness, crowding, lack of sunlight. I would join them, but I'm just not very funny. We all know the underground has problems, but we smile anyway. Why? We can't do anything. So why be morose about it? So there's one thing up here I'm just going to point out real quick is this huge-ass wolf guy picking up ice cubes and throwing them into the water. That actually becomes a continuity thing a little later in the game. Ah, the library. Welcome to the library. Yes, we know. The sign is misspelled. So, now a little backstory about the monster world. It's a school report about funerals. About monster funerals. Monster funerals, technically speaking, are cool as heck. When monsters get old and kick the bucket, they turn into dust. At funerals, we take that dust and spread it on that person's favorite thing. Then their essence will live on in that thing. Am I at the page minimum yet? I'm kinda sick of writing this. While monsters are mostly made of magic, humans are mostly made of water. Humans, with their physical forms, are far stronger than us, but they will never know the joy of expressing themselves through magic. They'll never get a bullet-patterned birthday card. Here I am, writing this book. A person comes in and picks up the book. I start reading it. Oh, sorry, I'm still writing that one. Because they are made of magic, monsters' bodies are attuned to their soul. If a monster does not want to fight, its defenses will weaken. And the crueler the intentions of our enemies, the more their attacks will hurt us. Therefore, if a being with a powerful soul struck with a desire to kill... let's end this chapter here. Monster History Part 4. Fearing the humans no longer, we moved out of our old city home. We braved the harsh cold, damp swampland, and searing heat, until we reached what we now call our capital, New Home. Again, our king is really bad at names. So, that's a reference to a book I forgot to read while I was in Toriel's house. The book pretty much states that the humans drove the monsters underground and created the barrier that sealed them inside. And the king, establishing the house, their new capital, just kind of called the capital home, because he's not creative at all. It's a mailbox overflowing with unread junk mail. This mailbox is labeled Papyrus. Look inside. It's empty. See in the background the ice cube that he threw is floating by. Uh-oh. Mysterious silhouettes. Human. Allow me to tell you about some complex feelings. Feelings like the joy of finding another pasta lover, the admiration for another's puzzle-solving skills, the desire to have a cool, smart person think you are cool. These feelings, it must be what you are feeling right now. I can hardly imagine what it must be like to feel that way. After all, I am very great. I don't ever wonder what it's like having lots of friends. Not having a lot of friends. I pity you, lonely human. Worry not. You shall be lonely no longer. I, the great Papyrus, will be your... No. No, this is all wrong. I can't be your friend. You are a human. I must capture you. Then I can fulfill my lifelong dream. Powerful, popular, prestigious. That's Papyrus, the newest member of the Royal Guard. Papyrus blocks the way. See, my HP is now 30 out of 20. So, there's two ways to go about this fight. You can either attack him immediately, which will trigger him to go straight into a special attack. Or you can take the long way, which is actually kind of funny, which is what I'm going to do this time, by flirting with him. What? Flirting? So you finally reveal your ultimate feelings. Well, I'm a skeleton with very high standards. I can make spaghetti or I have zero redeeming qualities. I can make spaghetti. Oh no! You're meeting all of my standards! I guess this means I have to go on a date with you. Let's date later, after I capture you. Yeah. Papyrus is thinking about what to wear for his date. Check. Papyrus. He likes to say, So the other way you can actually finish this combat without fighting at all is, if you lose to Papyrus 3 times, you can actually, the fourth time you run into him, just say you don't want to fight, and he'll let you pass. Papyrus is thinking about what to cook for his day.
So you won't fight? Then, let's see if you can handle my fabled blue attack.
Oh, wow. I didn't actually know sparing him would trigger the blue attack as well. Interesting. Or maybe all the, date stuff happens afterwards. Yeah. Ah.
You're blue now. That's my attack.
You're blue now.
I wonder what I should wear.
Okay, so yeah. Well, date stuff happens after he turns you blue. Fire stabs marinara sauce behind his ear.
What? I'm not thinking about that date thing.
Fire stabs NTT brand Bishi cream behind his ear.
Yeah, don't make me use my special attack.
Fire stabs NTT brand anime powder behind his ear.
I can almost taste my future popularity.
Papyrus stabs MTT brand Cute Juice behind his ear.
Papyrus, head of the Royal Guard.
Papyrus stabs MTT brand Attraction Slime behind his ear.
Papyrus, unparalleled spaghettitor.
Papyrus stabs MTT brand Beauty Yogurt behind his ear.
Undyne will be really proud of me.
Whoa, whoops. Jump that one, right? Papyrus realized he doesn't have ears.
The king will trim a hedge in the shape of my smile.
Papyrus is rattling his bones.
My brother, well, he won't change very much. I'll have lots of admirers, but...
Papyrus is preparing a bone attack.
Will anyone like me as sincerely as you?
Papyrus is trying hard to play it cool.
Someone like you is really rare.
Papyrus whispers,
And dating might be kind of hard.
oh, blue attack. Damn it. Too early.
After you're captured and sent away. Ah, who cares? Give up! Give up or face my special attack! Yeah! Very soon I will use my special attack!
Jesus. Papyrus is considering his options.
Not too long and I will use that special attack!
Ah, didn't make it. Papyrus is bearing a bone attack.
This is your last chance before my special attack!
Papyrus whispers,
Behold, my special attack! What the heck? That's my special attack! Hey, you stupid dog! Do you hear me? Stop munching on that phone! Hey, what are you doing? Come back here with my special attack! Oh well, I'll just have to use a really cool regular attack.
Papyrus is getting ready for a regular attack. You ate the monster candy.
Here's an absolutely normal attack.
I love this part of the attack. I was hoping getting hit by that would end the attack earlier, but I guess not.
Well, it's clear you can't defeat me. Yeah, I can see you shaking in your boots. Therefore I, the great Papyrus, elect grant you pity. I will spare you, human. Now is your chance to accept my mercy.
Papyrus is sparing you.
Yo ho ho! I can't even stop someone as weak as you. Undyne's going to be disappointed in me. I'll never join the Royal Guard, and my friend quantity will remain stagnant.
What should you say? What a loser, or let's be friends? You'd be friends with Papyrus, of course.
Really? Want to be friends with me? Well then, I guess I can make an allowance for you. Wowie, we haven't even had our first date, and I've already been managed to hit the friend zone. Who knew that all I needed to make pals was to give people awful puzzles and then fight them? You taught me a lot, human. I hereby grant you permission to pass through. And I'll give you directions to the surface. Propel you forward until you reach the end of the cavern. Then, when you reach the capital, cross the barrier. That magical seal trapping us all underground. Anything can enter through it, but nothing can exit. Except someone with a powerful soul. Like you. And that's why the king wants to acquire a human. He wants to open the barrier with soul power. Then us monsters can return to the surface. Oh, I almost forgot to tell you. To reach the exit, you'll have to pass through the king's castle. The king of all monsters. He is, well, he's a big fuzzy pushover. Everyone loves that guy. I am certain if you just say, "Excuse me, Mr. Dreamer, can I please go home?" He'll guide you right to the barrier himself. Anyway, that's enough talking. I'll be at home being a cool friend. Feel free and come by and have that date.
And we will, in fact, stop by and have that date. But before I start that, I'm going to run back to the save point real quick, save and grab some water because I'm starting to lose my voice. Alright, back in like a minute. Alright, I'm back. Got some water, and now I can hopefully continue doing Papyrus's voice without losing it completely. Probably should have just taken the snow cut. There's gonna be a lot more Papyrus voice coming up.
So you came back to have a date with me. You must be really serious about this. I'll have to take you someplace really special. A place I like to spend a lot of time. My house.
Thanks, Papyrus. You touch the couch. It makes a jangling sound. You find a bunch of loose coins inside the couch. You got 20G.
This is my brother's pet rock. He always forgets to feed it. As usual, I have to take responsibility.
The rock is covered in sprinkles.
Impressed? I increased the height of my sink. Now I can fit more bones under it. Take a look-see. What? Catch that meddling canine! Curses! Sans! Stop plaguing my life with incidental music! Forget it. My brother always goes out to eat, but recently he tried baking something. It was like a quiche, but filled with a sugary, non-egg substance. How absurd!
It's a dirty sock with a series of notes on it.
Sans! Please pick up your sock!
Okay.
Don't put it back down! Move it!
Okay.
You moved it 2 inches! Move it to your room!
Okay.
And don't bring it back!
Okay.
It's still here!
Didn't you just say not to bring it back to my room?
Forget it! A classic image. It always reminds me of what's important in life.
The door is locked. So I have yet to figure out how the hell to get into that room. But I know it's Sans' room, and for some reason, multicolored fire keeps coming out of it.
Welcome to scenic my house. Enjoy and take your time.
The only other thing to interact with is, the TV in the book. I'll interact, but the TV's on the edge. It's a joke book. Take a look inside. Inside the joke book was a quantum physics book. You look inside. Inside the quantum physics book was another joke book. You look inside. There's another quantum physics book. You decide to stop.
That's my room. If you finish looking around, we could go inside and do whatever people do when they date.
Go inside? Of course.
Hey, those are all my attacks I used on you. Great memories, huh? Seems like it was only yesterday, even though it was basically just happened. The internet! I'm quite popular there. I'm just a dozen away from a double-digit follower count. Of course, fame has a steep price. A jealous troll has besieged my online persona, always sending me bad puns in a goofy font. There are no skeletons in my closet, except me sometimes.
Look in the closet. Clothes are hung up neatly inside.
That book's one of my favorites. Advanced Puzzle Construction for Critical Minds. That next book's another one of my favorites. Peekaboo with Fluffy Bunny. The ending always gets me. Isn't that flag neato? Undyne found it at the bay. I think she said it's from the human world? Now, I know what you're thinking. Why would a human flag have a cool skeleton on it? Well, I have a theory. I think humans must have descended from skeletons. Ah, yes, action figures. A great reference for theoretical battle scenarios. How do I have so many? Well, let's just say they're from a chubby, smiling man who loves to surprise people. Yeah, that's right. Santa! That's my bed. If I ever get to the surface, I'd like to drive down a long highway. wind in my hair, sun on my skin. Of course, that's all just a dream. So instead I cruise while I snooze. So, you've seen everything. Do you want to start the date?
Yes.
Okay, dating start.
Dating start.
Here we are, on our date.
So, I absolutely love this UI that you can bring up during the date. The first step in his date/hangout is he'll tell you to push a button to bring up the UI. But the text actually changes if you bring up the UI before he says it.
Here we are on our date. I've actually never done this before. But don't worry. You can't spell prepared without several letters from my name. I snagged an official dating rulebook from the library. We're ready to have a great time. Let's see. Step 1. Press the C key on your keyboard for dating HUD. I think you already did that. Wowie! I feel so informed. I think we're ready for step 2. Step 2. Ask them on a date. Ahem! Human! I, the Great Papyrus, will go on a date with you.
No. Yes.
Really? Wowie! I guess that means it's time for part 3. Step 3. Put on nice clothes to show you care. Wait a second. Wear clothing. That bandana around your head. You're wearing clothing right now. Not only that, earlier today, you were also wearing clothing. No, could it be? You've wanted to date me from the very beginning?
Yes.
No! You planned it all! You're way better at dating than I am. No! Your dating power! Don't think you've bested me yet. I, the Great Papyrus, have never been beaten at dating, and I never will. I can easily keep up with you. You see, I too can wear clothing. In fact, I always wear my special clothes underneath my regular clothing, just in case something happens to ask me on a date. Behold! Yeah! What do you think of my secret style?
I love it.
No! A genuine compliment! However, you don't truly understand the hidden power of this outfit. Therefore, what you just said is invalid! This date won't escalate any further, unless you find my secret. But that won't happen. This shirt didn't originally say cool, but I improved it. Expert tip, all clothing articles can be improved this way. My hat. Well then, you found my secret. I suppose you have no choice. It's a present. A present just for you.
Open it.
Do you know what this is?
Of course I do.
Spaghetti. That's what you're thinking, isn't it? Right! But oh, so wrong. This ain't any plain old pasta. This is artisan's work. Silken spaghetti, finely aged in an oaken cask, then cooked by me, Master Chef Papyrus. Human, it is time to end this. There's no way this can go any further.
Eat it. Take a small bite. Your face reflexively scrunches up. The taste is indescribable.
What a passionate expression! You must really love my cooking, and by extension, me. Maybe even more than I do. Ah! Oh! No! Human, it's clear now. You're madly in love with me. Everything you do, everything you say, it's all been for my sake. Human, I want you to be happy too. It's time for me to express my feelings. It's time that I told you. I, Papyrus. Boy, is it hot in here or is it just me? Oh, shoot. Human, I'm sorry. I don't like you the way you like me. Romantically, I mean. I tried very hard to. I thought because you flirted with me that I was supposed to go on a date with you. Then, on the date, feelings would blossom forth. I would be able to match your passion for me. But alas, I, the great papyrus, have failed. I feel just the same as before. And instead, by dating you, I've only drawn you deeper into your intense love for me. A dark prison of passion with no escape. How could I have done this to my dear friend? No, wait, that's wrong. I can't feel anything. Here, man, I'll help you through these trying times. I'll keep you being your cool friend and act like this all never happened. After all, you are very great. It would be tragic to lose your friendship. So please, don't cry because I won't kiss you. Because I don't even have lips. And hey, someday you'll find someone as great as me. Well, no, that's not true. But I'll help you settle for second best. Oh, and if you ever need to reach me, here's my phone number. You can call me anytime. Platonically. Well, gotta go.